to the second topic of tonight, which is a shorter topic, but I think it's important for us to have this refresher to understand the importance and also how to carry out some of the basic tips on these 4 basic. Okay, so when we talk about 4 basic, probably some of you are still new to this 4 basic in this Amway business, but it's quite similar to whenever we are running a conventional business. So imagine if you are a boss of a conventional business, every day you wake up, the first thing that you will think of is that your sales, okay, your customers, and things that will actually impact your business. Okay, is your team ready to open up the shop? Is your operation everything smooth? Any issue or not? But in Amway business, there are similar things that we will be concerned on, but is in a very limited coverage. That means things that we should worry in Amway business is much lesser, which a lot of time that become a reason a lot of people just don't just ignore it. Okay, so it's too simple until a lot of people overlook the importance of it. So today I just want to be here to remind and also to share with all of us the importance of looking into all these small things that we should take care in our business, which is very simple, 4 steps only. Okay, if you want to grow your business today in Amway, these are the 4 basics that you should know. If you want to sustain your business in Amway today, these are also the 4 basics that we should know. Okay, so if you want to move from 0% to 3%, same 4 basics. If you want to move from platinum to emerald, same 4 basics. If you want to move from emerald to diamond, also the same 4 basics that we are doing. So that's why this business is so simple, but it's not necessarily easy, depending on whether you perform these 4 basic diligently and consistently and at the right way. Okay, so I just want to take a quick look on back to these 4 basic. For those who are new, I will reintroduce to you what are these 4 basic. So first of all, in every business, you want to look for a source of our business partner and also the source of our customer. So in Amway business, this is the first basic, which is, we call it the name list. Okay, so name list is like the most important raw material in this business, because we don't have to source for the product ourselves. Amway already take care of that. We don't have to source for the best logistic partner, because Amway already take care of that. The only thing that we need to take care of is our business partner and also our customer. These 2 things will grow from the first raw material here, name list. Okay, so the things, the technique to actually grow our name list, right? I think I have shared in the previous sharing, which I won't go into detail. If you want to know more, you can actually private message me, or you can actually tag us. Okay, so the first technique that we first introduced to get this name list is through the 9 magic box. Okay, so the 9 magic box consists of all the 9 group of people that surrounding our life, from our work, from our family, and so on. Okay, and but I want to share further today is, okay, we need to pick up the skill for the 9 box, the number 9 box. If you still remember, the number 9 box is basically the stranger and the undiscovered group of people. So why I say we need to pick up the skill for 9 box is because that is actually the largest raw material for our business, the largest group of raw material that we have in for our business. So imagine if today you are a shop, you are a factory that manufacture furniture. Okay, probably your important raw material is timber, and you always source from a supplier. So that supplier, if we put it into our context here, it will be the other 8 box. Okay, so the 9 box is, imagine today if you are a furniture manufacturer, you manage to find a forest yourself. So that means you don't have to rely on the supplier already. You have the whole entire forest for you to exploit and to use to manufacture your furniture, right? So the 9 box is as good as the forest in this example. So if we know how to pick up the skill to get unlimited resources from the 9 box, then you will not get tired in Amway business. You will always be excited because your name list will keep growing only. Okay, so this is a thing that I want to emphasize today, whereby if today you are still very reluctant or you don't know how to actually grow your or get resources from your 9 box, okay, you can always come to us. Okay, we can share some tips and also some of the way we do it. But of course, that only comes if you have done well for the other 8 box, right? So I just want to say, in the long run, the 9 box is always the very important one, because that is the one that will keep adding to our name list. So why the 9 box is equally important to everyone? Because every one of us, we have this number 9 box around us day to day. Regardless of your age, regardless of what you are working as, regardless of where you stay, okay, this will be around us. Imagine today if you order something from Grab and then they come to your house, you meet to them, it's a new stranger. Okay, imagine today you go out, someone in the lift, okay, full with things that they carry in their hand, and then you just help to press the button for them, and then you have some small talk. That is your number 9 box. Okay, so imagine today also in a shopping complex, you saw someone is in a hurry. Okay, you just give your queue position to him or her. That is your 9 box. Okay, but a lot of time, this 9 box, okay, doesn't make any difference in our life if we didn't find a purpose to get connected with these people. Okay, just like I mentioned, the 3 scenario just now, if we didn't make a one step further, it will just like an encounter, okay, without anything happening, right? So if let's say we make a further step to talk more or to try to connect or engage with that person, then something will happen. It will become your 9 box. Okay, so please allow me to use the example, like in this call now, I think we have Mr. Lim also joining us, right? So Mr. Lim is exactly how I connect with her through all this small talk, and until now become friend already. And also he's also very supportive in terms of building the business together. Okay, so I just want to say that it's something that we put extra efforts in to make it connect, and we have that good connection that will actually make something different. Otherwise, this name list will just be like a passerby. Just like every day, a lot of people passing us around. When you are on the street, so many people pass us around, which doesn't mean anything in our life. Okay, in order to make it meaningful, we have to find a purpose to connect with that person. And then secondly, once it's connected, we have to record it somewhere. Okay, it's my habit to always record it somewhere, because if we don't record it, our memory will not remember. Okay, this person is the person, wow, I want to engage further. I want to make friends with him. Okay, so if we didn't record, it's likely highly we will forget it. Okay, and also today we also need to learn how to convert our online name list to a useful name list. So when I say online name list, doesn't mean that online name list is not useful, but it's not useful if, let's say, we don't make that connection. But for online name list, we need to make one more step, which is to make it contactable. Okay, so just like, if example, today online we can get a lot of name lists also, not necessarily through the 3 scenario that I mentioned just now, but online is even faster. Today we can easily have suddenly one stranger follow your Instagram or follow your Facebook. So how do you actually convert this online name list to become a useful name list? Is depending on how you start the engagement, and then slowly convert that engagement into something contactable. When I say contactable, you need to at least have that person contact, or you have to verify that this is really a human or is a legit person. It's not a scam or not a person who try to cheat you something or what. Okay, so then only we can develop further to try to cooperate or talk to them to become a business partner, right? And then in the second basic in this business is the invitation. So once we have this name list, the name list doesn't mean anything until we have a proper invitation. So when I said invitation previously, it means that we invite them for a business talk or a business plan showing. Okay, but nowadays it don't have to be a very formal thing. Invitation is just like a key lah. Okay, it's like a key for you to open up the door to activate that person. Activation doesn't mean that it necessarily have to become your business partner, to become a builder, but it can be both lah. They might become your builder or they might become your customer only. Okay, so doesn't matter. But sometime along with the pass of time, sometime a customer will become builder also, right? So the most important thing is that do you do that invitation to activate it, become either one of it, right? So once you do the invitation, okay, the strategy is always use the option method that I like to mention. So when we talk about option method is that when you invite a person for showing the plan or to share the business concept, always ask for their preference time with a proposal. Okay, with a proposal, that means whenever you are free, but are you free maybe on Wednesday or Friday? Okay, with the proposal, not only an open-ended question like when are you free, then we do it. Okay, this is an open-ended. Okay, you like to respect their time, but at the same time, you can also propose, okay, what is the preferred time, so that they will opt one of it, and then it's higher chance for this invitation to go through. Okay, number 4, we need to have a clear understanding on our own schedule as well. So if you have a clear understanding on your own schedule, you will make your invitation smoother, because the moment the person say, oh, Friday I cannot, immediately you can come up with a backup timing already. Okay, you know very well, okay, Sunday I still have one slot, you can propose, how about Sunday, something like that. But if today you are a person who's not clear about your schedule, right, this whole invitation process, you'll feel very tedious. And that is also the reason why a lot of people sitting on the name list without doing anything, because to them, they always don't know when they are free. So they say, better I don't invite first, I just keep my name list only. So never go to the second basic, then nothing will happen. You're just sitting on a bunch of name lists without growing your business. Okay, so have to be clear. Once you are clear with your schedule, you know exactly when you are free, when you have this commitment, when you have these activities, then you can plan easier. And then to you, it's not something tedious already. You can very diligently do the invitation also. Okay, and then next point is we must well versed in the virtual session. So nowadays, I feel that the virtual session is a very easy to organize thing, which I also highly leverage on the virtual session, because I hardly go for the physical meeting to share the business concept already. For example, now, okay, after this meeting itself, later I will have another appointment with a person who I want to STP through Zoom. So are you literate or are you well versed in the virtual session? If you are not well versed, what is stopping you? Is it you don't have the account, or or is it you don't know how to operate it? You have to figure out what is blocking you. Then only you can proceed from there. If you don't figure out what is blocking you, you just don't know, or you act don't know, then nothing will happen again. So if you have the difficulty, or because I don't have a excuse me. So if you have a difficulty like I don't have a Zoom account, okay, I have a time limit 45 minutes only. If I don't have a paid account, you can get in touch with us, because we have this paid package, right? You can use our link to share with your prospect and do the sharing. But what I'm trying to say is we have to be well versed. Once you are well versed, you'll know that it's so easy to make invitation and do sharing online. It saves a lot of time. You don't have to travel. Last time we want to meet a person to share the business plan, you have to estimate time. If the appointment is 3 p.m., Depending on the location, you already need to depart about two something, right? But now it's like our meeting is up to 9:30. Supposedly now our meeting is supposed to end by 9:30. I'm going to end really soon. But I can actually make my next appointment like 9:45 or 10 o'clock, I told her. So this is how close you can match your timing, you see, when you are doing it virtual compared to physical. So it's just a matter of, have you mastered it? What is stopping you to do the invitation virtually? Okay. So if you have difficulty or you have challenge, do check with myself or Lynn. I hope we can able to help you. Okay, so number 3, basic is show the plan. So show the plan is to me is always the objective is to deliver a message. Okay, so this message is either to tell him or her that this is a great opportunity, be it you build it as a business or you just use the product, because both will actually make a difference in your life. Okay, number 2, it not necessarily have to be in a fixed format. So when I say fixed format, don't fix your mind that, oh, today I invite him, I have to go through the slide, I have to do a proper presentation on STP. Of course, that is the best scenario. But what I'm trying to say is that don't fix our mind in such manner. Because if let's say today that person only have 10 minutes, they only have 15 minutes, do you have enough time to go through the entire STP plan? No, right? So just go straight to the point, or you can customize or design accordingly to your prospect needs, right? So we have to be flexible in our presentation mode and also the content that we want to deliver. To me, again, go back to the first point. As long as we able to deliver that message, is a good STP. Okay. Number 3, a good STP doesn't mean a good presentation slide. Also doesn't mean a good presentation skill. But to me, from my experience, it's coming from a convinced self. Okay, coming from a strong why. Okay, and that why is not their why, but it's your why first. Okay, so before you're able to show a very strong STP, a very good STP, an STP that even though without any slide you can make someone sign up, is because you yourself is portraying the image. You yourself already convinced yourself. That is the first step. Okay, even in our system teaching, is actually to solve your own doubts and your own unclear factors first before you go and show plan to someone. Otherwise, you will be the one who being pushed back, right? And you don't know how to handle. Okay. So lastly, before we do a presentation, of course, we are a representative of the company. We are the partner of the business. So of course, we need to know what our company is doing, our company background, our core categories of product, and also the core plan. You need to know how to show it. But don't let all this hold you back. Okay. Of course, you say, I want to well prepare first, only I show the plan. There's no such thing for me. You will only become better once you show the plan. It's not through preparation, it's through field works. Okay, so like our diamond always said also, is just go and do it and grow from there. Okay, and the last basic that I want to share with you is that follow up and follow through. So basically, this is the most crucial part of all the 4 basics that we have in here. But it will not become a crucial part if, let's say, you didn't do the second and the third step, right? It will not come to the 4th. So what I can say is that all these 4 have to do continuously together, right? But then if, let's say, you do all these 4 together, you did all these 4, right? This number 4 to me is the most important one, because any reversal can happen is with this step being performed consistently and persistently. Okay. So, for example, a person who initially reject you or say that no lah, Amway product I have other friend also selling. If I want to get, I get from there. Okay, this is a person normal reaction when they don't want to commit anything. Doesn't mean that they are rejecting you, just that they don't want to commit anything at that moment. For example, this scenario that I give you. Okay, but if let's say you are a person who is good in follow up, and you know how to reverse this entire situation that he or she poses to you, then you might actually reverse their thinking or their perception. Okay, when they say they can actually buy from someone else, but if you are the one that consistently give values to them, you are sharing not only product, but you give good recommendation, you are patiently giving explanation, all that. So that is part of the follow up and follow through in this quadrant. So if you do this quadrant well, this is what I'm trying to say, that you will reverse what had happened. Okay, so the reversal is the most crucial part in the business to me, because any reversal will become the most lasting business in your network. Okay, a person who can be so rejected to you suddenly accepted you, trust me, that will be the one that be longest in your business. And number three, the strategy here is very simple. When we do follow up, we just embrace two values. One is respect. Okay, we respect their response. We respect whatever they have told us. They say, okay, I'm busy one. You don't always find me talk about Amway. Fine, we respect them, but we also show our sincerity at the same time. Okay, we can we learn these two things, and then I'm sure the follow-up can be done easily. Okay, without offending them, and at the same time, we also let them know we are sincere in sharing, not only to sell them something, but to share values. Okay, and number four, the technique is actually to me some of the technical part of it is, first we need to have a follow-up listing so it don't have to be a different list. It can be on top of your name list. You have a last column to do remark how you want to follow up. All these people have rejected you, or who have temporarily say no to us, right? And the frequency of follow up also through the understanding. Okay, like we respect their decision, but at the same time, it doesn't stop us to ask them, how often do you like me to send this kind of information to you? They say, if let's say something regarding beauty can you send me then we have to remark that if we respect their feedback as such, we have to take the effort to remark it, not just ask for fun only. We have to remark it, and then we do the follow-up based on the remark that we have made in our system, in our recording system. Okay, and type of follow-up, we can also ask, if let's say in future got this kind of event, can I invite you? Or if let's say in future, although you didn't join, in future Amway have some good promotion, can I send it to you? Okay, we get to know what type of follow-up that we can do with that person. So this is also another way for us to make that reversal happen. Okay, a reversal can happen once they start buying some product from you. That means they already from a no to become a customer already, right? So that all will only happen if you do a proper follow-up. If until step 3, you already stop, no follow-up, a person that potentially want to move house, they want to install a water treatment system, they will not think of you because you didn't do that follow-up. So things doesn't happen without a reason. Things doesn't happen randomly. It happens for a reason. And that reason in this business has to be our follow-up and our follow-through. Okay. And also in the follow-up process, I want to express the importance of this. We have to do some non-business follow-up also. It's not that every time the message that you go to him, imagine if we are in their shoes, every time the message is also about Amway promotion or that, then people will feel offended. So from time to time, we can send some greeting, festive, or ask about their current well-being also can. So that is the so-called non-business related. So once we know about these 4 basics, right? You want to be able to duplicate this perfect 4 basic in our network, right? So for example, this is our hope. Okay, we hope entire network, everyone is doing the 4 basics. Okay, this is our hope. But the reason why I share the importance of 4 basics today is not to tell you to do this. I mean, it's not to tell you that your network will look like this, because in reality, it will look like this. Okay, it's a fact already that not everyone will do the 4 basics, and we have to acknowledge this when we do this business. You have to know in your entire network, not everyone is a builder. Not everyone will learn the 4 basics from you. So this is the reality. But in this picture, I just want to tell one message to end this sharing. If you know already, not everyone will duplicate perfectly. Okay, only those that have the heart to do the business, those who have the sincerity to build the business or to hold hand together with you and build this together, right? Is limited, right? Only these few are the perfect color one. Okay, they're willing to do this 4 basic. So now the question is, when you have this 1, 2, 3, 4 people that willing to do this perfect 4 basic, we need to ask ourselves, are we already that perfect 4 basics? If we ourselves is not that perfect, don't have to be perfect lah, okay? Nobody will be perfect. But all I'm trying to say is that, are you the person who running this 4 basic? If yes, then congratulate to you, because just by having these 4 people working together with you, just a matter of time, you will become an emirate in the business. But if today we ourselves, we are not doing this 4 step consistently and persistently, even if you have these 4 people that intend to do it together with you, eventually they'll become the dark color also, because we ourselves is not showing or really doing what we advocate, right? So in this business, it's always not looking at them, but looking back inwards to ourselves, whether have we done a good original copy. If we are the good original copy, we don't worry. We just focus on building the network, be it a customer or builder, doesn't matter. Because along the way, definitely we will meet someone who want to do this 4 basic together with us, and then your business will prosper. And the moment it prosper and expand, there's no way to stop Amway business already. Okay, we can see that from example of our diamond, our founders executive diamond, and also our founders diamond, right? Is no way to break their business already. So that is actually our goal and also our objective, to have the same strong network in our business. But ultimately, it boils down to ourselves. Have we set the example? Have we ready to put in to do this 4 basic consistently? If yes, then like I said, it's just a matter of time to meet your leaders, and then just a matter of time to become your platinum share, your emerald, and also your diamond. So I wish best of luck to everyone of us who attend the session tonight. I hope we all manage to learn something from each other. And